Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of our 7 days of the chakras. So we're going to be learning about the second chakra, and if you don't know what that is, it is an energy center or a wheel. The first one is way down here, base of the spine. That's our Muladhara chakra. Video's up for that, so go and have a look at that if you haven't already. And we're going to be focusing on Svadhisthana chakra, sacral energy center. So I'm going to talk you through what it is, where it is, how you can visualize and do a meditation towards it. And I'm going to do a little philosophy reading so that you really immerse yourself in exactly what this chakra is and you can take it into your life. So let's start, get into a comfortable position. I'm actually sat on a little block, which is really good for releasing any excess tension that you're storing in your pelvic floor. It will just help you release a little bit more. If you don't have a block, it's okay. You could use like a cushion, you could use a rolled up blanket. If you don't want to use anything, you don't have to. So just come into a comfortable position, sitting up tall, and then resting the hands down onto the lap, closing the eyes, taking a deep breath in, and a big sigh out, let everything go. Good, just release. Tune everything into the breath and tune all your awareness into just where you are right now. Trying to find yourself grounded in the present moment. And don't worry if your mind goes wandering off, that's really normal. You're just going to gently bring it back to the sound of my voice. So we're working on Svadhisthana, sacral. It's linked to this sense of creativity, our sensual side, our sexuality. So if you like, you can place your hands on this part of the body. It's just the very lower part of the belly. If that feels okay for you, make sure the shoulders are relaxed, elbows out to the side. And with your hands on this part of the body, just allow yourself to tune into it, to feel into it, to see what's happening, to be inquisitive. When you think about the topic of sexuality, sensuality, how creative you are, how does it make you feel? And let's just try to be aware, as opposed to place any judgment onto this. Just notice instinctually what thoughts are coming up for you when we start talking about these topics. And it might be that one thought comes up and then another one and then another one and another one, and that really shows you that you're not your thoughts and that your thoughts change very quickly and they pass, just like clouds in the sky. They come, they go, they come, they go. And the object of doing a meditation is just to watch that. Not necessarily to clear it out, but just to watch, to be aware and to observe. Good, stay with it. Stay focused. You're going to feel so much better after this, I promise. So try to discipline your mind while we sit together. So you've asked yourself how you feel when we think about this topic. I want to ask you to check in with how you would like to feel. So if the initial response was, I don't feel very creative at all, I don't feel really connected with my sensual side, that's okay. We're aware of that now. Now, where do we want to get to? How can we try and manifest into our lives where we would like to be? Does that mean we need to open up more to this energy? After all, the chakra is the energy center. Do we want to implement more creativity into our lives? Does that sound nice to you? So where do we want to be? How do we want to feel in relation to this energy center? And continue to breathe into it. Take your time to figure this out. And know that right now, you don't need to have all of the answers. That you're just letting the topic and the emotions bubble up to the surface. You're allowing them to. You're giving yourself permission to do that. taking big breaths in through your nose, sending them to the depths of the belly. And out through your nose, letting everything go, letting any resistance go. Any tightness, any clenching, any gripping, any sense of holding. Just know that you're in a safe space to be free to really allow that to just release. And taking your time, being patient with yourself. If you find that challenging, it's okay. Just being gentle. If you're someone that's really uptight and you struggle to let go of control, you might feel it here. So know that here is a place you can be soft, you can let go, you can relax, it's okay. And we're going to move slowly away from the sense of awareness and the sense of acknowledging how we are, and more into a really beautiful visualization. And that visualization is a great way to invoke that creative side of us. But with all of these chakras, we have a color that's associated. And so with every single one of these 7 days, we visualize that color. And it's a healing energy, it's a healing light that we see. And the color associated to this area is orange. So I want you to visualize, and you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, a big orange orb of light, of energy that's just hovering above this lower part of the body. And don't worry about what the color has to be, like how specific. Is it really, really orange? Is it a pale orange? Try not to worry. I mean, it's interesting. Notice how that perfectionist side of you, which I certainly have, might be creeping in and thinking, is the orb big enough? Does it need to be a dark orange? So try to let that all go. What orange color, what kind of orange just came up for you? Stick with that. What size of ball of light, orb of light came up for you? Stick with that. But then when you're there, let's play around with it. So let's see what happens if we can visualize that getting bigger. What happens if we can visualize that getting smaller? Can we notice a difference in the body as we notice this healing light really coming in, almost like a wave, rippling in towards you and kind of seeping into the skin, and then really expanding across all of this area with this beautiful healing energy, that bright color orange, connecting you with the creative side, the playful side that we might have lost as we've moved into adulthood, that we want to bring back, and connecting in with our inner child as well. Really important here. This is the area where all of our sexual organs are. So we hold a lot here from our childhood. So just let it sink in. And now any emotions that are coming up, we're going to sit with them. I know sometimes that's challenging, but if it's coming up to the surface, it's coming up for a reason. So let's just stay with whatever it is we're feeling. And if at any point it gets too much, I want you to just send a little bit more breath, a little bit more prana, our life force energy, our vital energy, into those parts that feel tight. So huge breath in. And then let it go. Again, if your mind is wandering, gently bringing it back. You've got this. You've got the discipline within yourself. Stay with it. And I'm going to read, while you're thinking about all the ways that you're feeling and all the emotions that are coming up and tuning into that, I've just found a passage in a book called Living with the Himalayan Masters by Swami Rama that I like reading from. And it's just a short quote that I think links really beautifully into this energy center. Young age is the budding period of the flower of life. It needs protection so that the diverse opinions of others do not create confusion in the mind. A tender mind can be bent easily. Loving guidance and right communication is important. So seeing if we can pay proper attention to our inner child, to that lower part, to everything that's coming up here for you. Take a huge breath in through your nose, out through the mouth, just release. Good. Release the hands away. Come back into sitting up even taller, so checking back in with your posture. And then hands can just rest on top of the thighs. Palms are facing up towards the sky. Eyes are still closed, but just slowly start to bring your awareness back to the room, to where you are right now. Bring your full attention to the points of contact that you have with your body, and bring your eyes to open. Welcoming yourself back to the room, noticing how you feel, taking some time. As always, at the end of a meditation, a practice like that, to reflect. Don't just rush off with your day. Take a moment and join us for day 3 of our 7 days of the chakras. We are going to tomorrow be working on Manipura. It's all about personal power and low self-esteem. If you feel like you don't believe in yourself, you don't back yourself, this one is for you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment and like, share your experiences, share this on your social media, and I will see you in our next class.